Morning, guys. Cheers. Another real early morning, yet again. So it's like 3:30 in the morning, something like that. Whatever. My hours are... At least they're getting back closer to normal, but I'm still up, like, between... My mornings for me now are like 3 to 3:30 in the morning is when I normally wake up and start my day. So it's just, me, I guess, here lately. So, whatever. A few things going on, right? So yesterday, I didn't realize that it was Sunday and that it was playoffs for the NFL, right? So, I was listening to the game, or games, while I was working. So I ended up, I did not go across town to Best Buy and a Walmart and do all that stuff yet. So I went ahead and I just focused on getting the new door installed. So the whole door frame, everything, siliconed across the bottom, the roll of tacky stuff at the bottom to make a water barrier. Got it all in, shimmed in, tacked in, and braced up the hinges of the door behind it, and as well as over by the strike plates. So braced all that up, spray foamed it, and then shaved off a little bit so that way I could reattach the sensors and all for the alarm and everything. But at least it was sealed, it was done, right? However, I still have to go back through today, actually, and I have to clean up the outside around the spray foam, get all that nice and cleaned up really good, and then reattach all the brick molding, as well as do the same thing on the inside of the house with the door casing. Tack all that in, caulk it, and then I'll begin painting all the doors going all the way around the house, right? So all the doors would be, let's see, 2, 4, 5, so that's 10 doors. 10 entry doors to this property. Yeah. So yeah, quite a bit to do. Then after that, I'm probably going to want to redo all the metal railings outside with the correct paint, but instead of using the incorrect paint as the primer. Now, I know it has 2 coats of primer and then 2 coats of paint on it, but it's the wrong paint, right? So I'm just going to sand down the bad spots that I can feel by touch, all the gouges and stuff from ladders hitting all the new metal, chipping all the old paint off, or all the new paint rather. So everything is new. So, but anyway, I figured out I'm gonna go with I'm gonna do another primer on top of all of that. So probably 2 coats of primer, and then 2 coats of the correct paint. So to go on top of that in a real gloss black, so to really pop. Now all the doors I'm going to be doing in the dark gray, but same thing, it's going to be a gloss gray. So, and a little bit of it like a, what would you call that? Industrial gray? Rust-Oleum gray. So a Rust-Oleum gray is the color of gray that I'm going with. Anyway, so I got the door in, all that's good. All the hinges are beefed up, all the door strikes are beefed up, all of that's good. Just a little bit of cleanup and caulking, and then ready for paint. So that's basically done. So I'm gonna get that done today. But today, now I'm gonna go off to Best Buy and a Walmart because I get a phone call. Now, a friend of mine in Texas, her father had passed away a few days ago, and she's going kind of crazy at the moment, trying to get herself squared around to make it back here to New Orleans to bury her father. And I was waiting for it. She called, and she started up about this and that, and trying to get this, and I'm like, the phone calls I'm talking about, where someone's about to ask you for money, one of those kind of questions, So I was already like, yeah, I was clued into that like 2 minutes ago when you first began. So anyway, it's a small amount, thankfully. Thankfully for her part, really. So, but I had to bring it up to her, because she needed to borrow like $200, and I'm just beside myself. I'm like, at a time where your father just passed away. Now, I know your mother and father were divorced. I know that, right? But I think that your mother needs to be the one that you need to ask for the $200 to get you from Texas to New Orleans, right? So, I just get bullshit excuses. But at the same time, you know what? I really don't care. With this one, she's borrowed money from me in the past, and like I have always done with her, and like with everyone, okay? This is basically a credit arrangement, if you will. So don't ever ask me for another dollar until every dollar of this loan is paid back in full. So don't ask me for $200 and then the week after ask me for another 20. It don't work that way. Or another 100. Whatever. My parents treated me that exact way. Every dollar I ever had to borrow, whatever kind of trouble I got involved in, and I just needed a loan because of work and whatnot, or I was in a hospital for a week and I had to work 3 months without a day off in order to repay that to my father. Yeah. So that it was a debt. I had to pay that debt. So, but thankfully it's only $200. So I've known this girl for many years, So, and she's had other small loans from me, So and then, it's not like I'm dealing with someone who's trying to use something to get over on me, So, I mean, it's her father's death, She's trying to get in town. But at the same time, I'm just bothered by, you don't have an extra credit card or something with an extra $200 laying around. Man. I'm just floored with that. You don't have an extra $200 laying around. It just, I know that she works. I know this and that. So, she said she had the COVID or whatever. So she was sick or something. Whatever, But I mean, she's what do they call that? LPN? Something like that. Anyway, she doesn't. I don't know. 200 bucks, whatever. Just don't ask for another dollar till that $200 is paid back in full. And that's only because I know you. So, anyone else? Sorry, I don't have it. So, because otherwise everyone comes out the woodwork, right? I got some great investment opportunity for you in this. I don't want to hear all that bullshit. I don't want to own a business with anyone. I'm done with all of that. So yeah, today got to go across town, go do the whole Walmart, Best Buy thing, returning those things that I didn't need, didn't use. And then I think that there's a Waffle House near there, so I might catch breakfast there. I'm not sure. Then be able to make it back home and get the rest of the door finished up and get other things ready to go with painting the other doors. Or maybe go ahead and paint that door. No, because I need to begin painting like the edges of the door, so that way you can close the door first. So you paint the edges of the door all the way around. That's what you start on whenever painting a door, an entry door, because whenever you go to close that door, that needs to be all dried up first. So you begin with the outside and then work your way to the center. But anyway, but that needs to be done like super, super early in the morning, to be able to get a coat of paint on that. So that way the door can stay open all day long until nighttime before you even attempt to close the door. So now the door frame and all, that's a different ball game. So the door frame is different than the door. So, and the brick molding, all of that. So that might be a little different. Go ahead and get all the molding back up, get it caulked, ready to go. Yeah. And so whenever I go to Walmart and gonna do the $200 at Walmart, and I don't even know how much that's gonna cost yet. So it's just like, for her, I'm glad that yesterday I did not go all the way across town to go to Walmart and Best Buy. So I don't know. Anyway, other news. Looking around the crypto market, man, I can't believe the price of some of these assets has gone down so low, right? Now, my dollar cost average, now I've already dropped that other 1,000 in the checking account. That's already been initiated through Gemini to go through, but my dollar cost average doesn't hit until the 3rd. However, this $200 that I'm loaning to this person, I'm going to go ahead and withdraw that $200 out of my dollar cost average that I would normally do. So that way, basically, I'm paying myself back that amount of cash on hand. So just to make sure that, that little bit is already repaid by me. Whenever she pays me back, I'll take that $200, throw that back at the market. So that's the way I'm going to work that. But the, man, some of the prices of some of these assets is just like, wow, dude. Can you imagine if all of a sudden the bull market of the altcoins gets underway? I mean, just goes nuts from here. I mean, like what we experienced in 2017. I don't mean like just like what we saw in the last year and a half, 2 years has been awesome, right? But here with this tick down, I'm still envisioning the alligator teeth, ups and downs of the market when looking at the chart. But, you know, because I see more people involved, and more people are going to be shaken out and overhype this and overhype that and then shaken out again. And so, I don't know. Like I said, though, with some of the prices so low, I don't want to miss this opportunity, like in, what was that? Persistence, XPRT. So, like, yeah, I know I could go ahead and do a limit buy order in, and it could very well go lower. But even if I bought right now, just a market order, not a limit buy order, but just a straight out market order on this, man, I've already won. So yeah, I'm eager to just throw a few bucks into the market. Can't wait. So other than that, I got a to-do list that's beginning. Different things I want to get done and need to get done around the house and outside, really. Different things I need to get done before it gets too cold. Like, you know, today is the 31st of February. So tomorrow's March 1st. So usually in March is when it gets like stupid cold around here. And then April begins the rainy season. So it's like I've only got like a 2-week window to really knock all of this kind of stuff out, is what I gather, right? Oh, speaking of which, let's see. Theta and T-Fuel. I need to enlarge this. Uh-oh. Alright. Alright, so the T-Fuel staking on the, what do they call this? The Elite Edge node. I'm only at 1.09. So, I mean, it says I have to wait till the first week of the month, which this is not a full month worth of staking. This is like, what, a week and a half? Something like that. I'm not really sure. But under the Edge compute, I've got 1, 2, 3 jobs that were completed that I see. Let's see, that's under Edge Compute. Edge Cash, no jobs. And then earnings, pending Edge earnings. It doesn't give me anything there. Alright, so moving on to the Theta Guardian node. As of right now, looking at this, I have earned 363.32 T-Fuel on the Theta Guardian node. So I don't know how many. Basically, what I can gather off of my figures as a guesstimate, I'm guesstimating that from the Guardian node, I'm going to earn somewhere around 1,000 a month T-Fuel. And then I'm going to earn roughly about 1,000 a month T-Fuel from the Edge node as well. So I'll be looking at an income of about 2,000 T-Fuel per month. However, I'm just going to compound that and keep staking. Excuse me. So I don't know what the maximum is for the Edge node, right? The Elite Edge node. I don't know what the maximum number is. I know at one time it was like 50,000, something like that. T-Fuel is what I vaguely recall. So I need to do a little more research into that and find out, do I need to like begin splitting wallets up? Because I don't know what the maximum is per wallet in order to run the edge node, right? To get the most amount of rewards out of those T-Fuel. So anyway, I guess that's about it. I've got to go back through and put in a hard day's work of claiming all my rewards on, the Maiar decks with the Elrond, the E-Gold, the Mechs, as well as my staking rewards from Persistence, XPRT. So I got to go do a hard 10 minutes worth of work here. And about one more cup of coffee, and then I'm going to try to start getting ready to get all packed up and ready to go across town and go knock out a few things early this morning and hope for breakfast. There's supposed to be a Waffle House that just opened recently, so I've never been to this one. So I hope it is open. We're about to find out. So anyway, y'all be cool. Go make it a day. Later.